What's happening, folks? Back with another Angerfist music video reaction, and again, this seems to be a proper music video, though in this case I have not seen it before. And yeah, this is for his tune Knock Knock, which I haven't seen a lot of Breaking Bad, but I am aware of the sample, or rather the source of this sample. It comes from Walter White in the show Breaking Bad, and speaks to the way people think that they're gonna bully him or threaten him, and he's saying like, no, I'm the danger. I'm not in danger. I'm the one who you should be scared of. And yes, it's I think from the same time as the Dead Face Dimension album. I don't know if it's actually on that album, but this is another track that was played very prominently when I saw Angerfist do a set along with Miss Kate back on a New Year's Eve party about a decade ago. And yeah, I think the stylings of Angerfist music, it may not be, for the most part, early hardcore, which is my favorite subgenre, but when it comes to kind of like what is often called mainstream hardcore, I think he's one of the very best out there, and I like a lot of his tracks, and this is another good example. So let's watch it. This is the music video. Oh, it's only 2 minutes long. I wonder if this is an abridged version. I mentioned he does make shorter tunes, and he mixes like very quickly from one track to another when you see him do a set. So maybe this track really is that short, but I do wonder if this is like an abridged version for the music video. But here we go, Angerfist and his track Knock Knock, the official music video.
I am the danger. A guy opens his door and gets shot. You think that of me? No. I am the one who knocks.
I'm going to back it up for the drop again, but I want to point out, again, there was someone there with an Italian flag. Again, the Netherlands is the original home of hardcore, but Italy is like 1B. It's almost as hardcore crazy as the Netherlands. So shout out to my Italian hardcore friends, including Formac, Roberto Stramaccioni, the Twins Hardcore, Slugnoid, a lot of different artists. Lens, they all come from Italy. So shout out to all of them. I apologize, the video is so short I actually didn't go far enough back for it to do the drop again. I apologize.
The one who knocks.
Yo guys, this is Angerfist and I have some big news to share with you. On the 29th of November, I will team up with Art of Dance for a massive Angerfist party at the Brabanthalle in Den Bosch, Netherlands. More info on this will be released in the coming weeks. Also, the DJ Mag voting started again, so vote hardcore, vote Angerfist.
I am not in danger. I am the danger.
Yep, I'm assuming that is long since past, but yeah, shout out to Angerfist. I don't know if I've ever seen him interviewed. That may be the first time I've actually seen him talk, behind the mask, because he does have this kind of he's behind a mask. He's always in character. So yeah, again, he's still behind the mask there, still in character, but yeah, that's the most I've heard him talk But yeah, it's a really cool track. Again, I like the Breaking Bad sample, even if I'm not like a huge fan of that show, and I've only seen like a season and a couple episodes of season 2. But yeah, I love how his tracks, they do have melody, but they also have a lot of bite and just something about his kick drum bass line combos, which again, they're not like early hardcore style, but they have a really good sound in their own style. So another cool tune. Let me know what you think. And in fact, before I end it, I will say like one thing I always notice, especially at these like, massive like European hardcore events where there's like, 10,000 people or more, it's you see like not only people who clearly have like different backgrounds, different nationalities, but it's like almost even men and women. And techno, I love techno. Acid techno is like, my life pursuit. But you do at like techno parties, it tends to be like more male dominated. So I always think it's really cool that hardcore like has a lot of females who are into it, which like, all other things being equal, you maybe wouldn't think because it's like very hard and aggressive and so on. But yeah, it always impresses me where you can clearly see it's, if not exactly 50-50, it's close to that. So yeah, respect to the Europeans and, folks around the world who like hardcore. In any case, let me know what you think of the video. I will see you next time. Peace.